Oh, too slipped. I love it. Very show timing.
She's upstairs.
Who's upstairs causing all the giggles? Today, Jason and Kelsey packed up their crew Wyatt, Elliot Bennett, and little Finley and headed to Kansas City for a whirlwind week. Jason's got a packed schedule, filming New Heights with Travis, prepping for Sunday's much-anticipated Chiefs vs. Eagles showdown, and even slipping into commentator mode as the Chiefs face off against his old team with Taylor Swift watching from the stands. ESPN cameras even caught Jason outside Arrowhead, filming scenes as part of the New Heights tailgate buildup. But while the spotlight was on Jason's work, the real magic was happening off-camera. Kylie and the girls finally reunited with Auntie Taylor for the first time since Uncle Trav's proposal in, let's just say, Bedtime at the Leadwood Mansion turned into comedy gold. When night fell, the girls begged with pure, childlike honesty, "Can we just sleep with Aunt Taylor?" It was one of those moments that melted everyone in the room. According to a family insider, the Kansas City Tuesday had it all: bright sun, rolling cameras, and the usual hustle, but every few minutes, something so sweet would happen that it made the chaos disappear. Whether it was Taylor chasing the girls in the backyard, Jason and Travis cracking brotherly jokes, or Kylie corralling her little crew, the day felt like a family storybook come to life. It was one of those days you wish you could bottle. The source shared, "There was so much happening, but the best parts weren't for the cameras, they were just Taylor, the kids, and the Kelseys being a family." A weekend that started with work is now set to end with joy, celebration, and memories that even the biggest stage can't script. The morning started, as it always does in the Kelce household, with business first. Jason and Travis were locked in work mode, taping their New Heights podcast in Kansas City while an ESPN crew set up outside Arrowhead for a segment ahead of the Chiefs-Eagles clash. Jason moved with that practiced calm of a man who's always ready for surprises, while Travis kept the mood light, quick with a joke, steady with his nieces whenever they needed a break. On the surface, it was all work, but behind the cameras, it was family. They were joking and rolling through the show, a source said, but you could tell their eyes kept darting toward the door waiting for Kylie and the girls. Late in the morning, Kylie swept in like only she can, equal parts efficient and warm. She handled greetings, snacks, and nap schedules like a maestro conducting an orchestra, while her four daughters Wyatt, Elliot, Bennett, and little Finley spilled into the room with sunshine energy. Wyatt, the self-appointed drum captain of family legend, marched proudly in front, while her sisters tumbled after. And then the moment everyone was waiting for, she appeared in the living room, casual, glowing, and completely disarming. No fanfare, no spotlight, just Taylor, moving with that natural attentiveness that makes kids feel instantly comfortable. She crouched to their height, admired a grass crown, giggled at a handmade sign, and hugged Kylie like an old friend. It was very Taylor, the source shared. She didn't try to dazzle them with celebrity, she just got down on their level and made them feel seen. From there, the afternoon unraveled into the kind of imperfectly perfect scenes any parent will recognize. Taylor sat cross-legged on the back steps, stringing friendship bracelets while Wyatt tapped out a wild beat on a toy drum in the garden. When the rhythm grew too loud, Kylie whispered about relocating the kit to the padded play area. Taylor just laughed, grabbed a pair of foam mallets, and joined Wyatt in a drum duet that had the whole yard in stitches. "She turned it into a concert," said Kylie later. "It was the bridge we didn't know we needed." The kids soaked up every ounce of her attention. Elliot begged for story time, so Taylor turned it into a sing-along, delivering a soft, playful chorus that had the girls clapping and chanting like it was their own private stadium show. What started as a morning of obligations ended as an afternoon of memory, making equal parts ridiculous, redeeming, and unforgettable. The morning began with work because in the Kelce household, duty always comes first. Jason and Travis sat down to tape their New Heights podcast in Kansas City, while an ESPN crew buzzed around Arrowhead prepping for Sunday's blockbuster Chiefs-Eagles matchup. Jason carried himself with the steady calm of a man who's seen it all before, while Travis cracked jokes, played host, and slipped easily into uncle mode whenever his nieces needed a break. It was business in front, family behind the scenes. They were professional, a source said, but you could tell they were waiting for Kylie and the girls to arrive. When Kylie finally appeared mid-morning, it was like a well-rehearsed ballet, snacks in one hand, schedules in the other, and four daughters tumbling out like beams of sunshine. Wyatt, self-appointed drum captain, led the charge with her sisters, Elliot, Bennett, and Finley close behind. Kylie moved with the ease only a seasoned mom could come, witty and efficient as she juggled greetings, rules, and nap time reminders. Then came the moment everyone was waiting for. Taylor, Casual, glowing, and entirely disarming, she stepped into the room and softened the energy in an instant. She knelt down to admire grass crowns, listened to chatter about toys, and hugged Kylie like an old friend. It was very Taylor, the source said. She didn't try to wow the kids, she just made them feel seen. From there, the afternoon unraveled into the kind of imperfect magic that defines real family life. Bennett toddled around clutching a stuffed animal, insisting it be included in every activity. Taylor, without missing a beat, serenaded the toy with a whispered lullaby, leaving even the adults misty-eyed. Wyatt banged out an uneven drum solo in the garden until Taylor grabbed foam mallets, joining in a duet that turned into a full-blown backyard concert. Elliot begged for a story, and Travis delivered a dramatic reading that had everyone doubled over in laughter. Jason, in between takes, swooped in to rescue a toppled juice cup with the reflexes of a seasoned dad. At one point, Bennett lost a shoe and the chase was on, Kylie calling plays like a coach, Jason stumbling in fake drama, and Travis swooping in with a grand finale so theatrical the kids erupted in cheers. It was teamwork at its most basic and most loving, the source said. The family operated with quiet rules. No phones during story time, no screens when it came to singing or reading. Taylor led by example, slipping her phone into a pocket and dancing instead when someone tried to sneak a selfie. Kylie insisted on device-free hours so the day stayed grounded. They were weaving celebrity and childhood together, the source explained, without letting one swallow the other. Golden Hour brought the highlight of the day, a makeshift concert on the lawn. Wyatt banged proudly at her tiny drum kit while her cousins clapped along. Taylor joined with a tambourine, shaking it like a rock star, while Jason and Travis cheered and filmed from the sidelines. If you could bottle those 5 minutes, the source said, it would cure anyone's bad day. It was pure joy, loud, chaotic, and perfect. And then came Bedtime, which could have been lifted straight from a family rom. None of the nieces wanted to leave Taylor's side. One by one, they piled onto her lap on the big guest bed, requesting just one more story, one more lullaby. Taylor, endlessly patient, smoothed their hair, tucked blankets around them, and whispered silly rhymes until the last giggles gave way to sleep. Travis peeked in from the doorway, feigning mock jealousy at all the attention. Taylor rolled her eyes and mouthed, "You're on snuggle duty next time." It wasn't about publicity, the source insisted. It was about family, about calibrating how this all fits together. By the time the house fell quiet, one thing was clear. The highlight of the weekend wouldn't be on ESPN or splashed across social media. It would be these small, messy, unforgettable moments. The sourdough almost dropped, the bracelets strung, the drum beats improvised. A reminder that even under the brightest spotlight, the Kelseys are, at their core, just a family. Imperfect, loud, affectionate, and committed to doing it together.